It all began with a dream to travel the world and experience different cultures. That dream came closer to reality when I won a DiscoverEU travel pass. From that moment, I dove into planning and preparing for my Interrail adventure, and then the journey of a lifetime began. There's something magical about train journeys. It's the rhythm of the tracks, the sound of the wheels, and the constant change of landscapes outside your window. Each station, each mile, brings a new adventure, a new story. I have been lucky enough to travel through some of the most beautiful parts of Europe by train. Our journey began in the heart of Hungary, in Budapest, where we flew from our home country by plane. To our surprise, we found ourselves at one of the country's main holidays, the Feast of St. Stephen, who is regarded as the founder of the Hungarian state. This coincidence gave us opportunity to visit Hungarian National Museum and Budapest Royal Palace for free. At the end of the day, the fireworks were expected, but it was not without adventures. The fireworks were delayed for an hour, and we just stood in the rain and watched the flashing lightning and listened to the thunder. But in the end, we waited for the performance, which was quite grandiose. Almost the entire next day was spent on the train. The journey from Budapest to our next destination stretched over 8 hours, partly because we unexpectedly stopped in the middle of the trip and didn't move for nearly 2 hours. Yet, the experience was surprisingly fascinating. The train had a unique vibe, and it was my first time traveling on this kind of train, which made it feel even more special. And we finally arrived in Ljubljana, Slovenia. We came here without high expectations, but the city completely surprised us. The streets of the city center and the charming, cozy houses made it feel warm and inviting. However, the highlight of our visit, and something I'd recommend to everyone, was going up to the Ljubljana castle. While we didn't explore the inside of the castle, we didn't regret the climb one bit. The breathtaking view of the red-roofed houses, contrasted against the majestic mountains, was absolutely stunning and made the visit more than worthwhile. Our journey to the next destination didn't go as smoothly as planned. The first train was delayed, which caused us to miss our connection and forced us to reschedule the route. As a result, the trip took longer than expected. But eventually, we made it to Innsbruck, a stunning Austrian city that has even hosted the Winter Olympic Games. The city itself is undeniably beautiful, but the towering mountains surrounding it add an extra layer of magic. The highlights of our stay was the Airbnb, where we had a balcony that offered a magnificent view, a perfect spot to enjoy our dinner and soak in the breathtaking scenery. To be honest, our next destination was the main goal of this entire trip. From the very start of the planning, I knew this country had to be included, and everything else was arranged around this one place. The small town is nestled in a valley, surrounded by towering cliffs and around with a waterfall cascading from the highest lake nature's own fireworks. By now you may have guessed what I'm talking about. Lauterbrunnen, a picturesque gem in the heart of the Swiss Alps. Nothing could have prepared me for its jaw-dropping beauty. There's something truly otherworldly about Switzerland. The crisp, fresh air, the vibrant green meadows, and the tranquil atmosphere that makes time feel as though it stands still. Whether I was hiking through the valley or simply sitting by a serene mountain stream, Lauterbrunnen was a place to disconnect, recharge, and truly feel at peace. The highlight of our time in Lauterbrunnen was having a picnic. We woke up early and headed out, so in the end we could enjoy the stunning scenery all to ourselves. It wasn't easy to leave Lauterbrunnen behind, but we knew there were still a few exciting destinations ahead. Our next stop was the charming French city of Strasbourg. Though it was our shortest stay, we made the most of it by wandering through the enchanting streets of La Petite France, with its half-timbered houses and narrow cobblestone streets. It felt like stepping back in time. Despite the brief visit, we truly enjoyed our time there. The next day, we headed to the small yet wealthy country of the Luxembourg. Strolling through the streets of Luxembourg City, we couldn't help but feel the air of affluence, which added a unique charm to the city. One place that completely captured my heart was the Badrizel Valley, a hidden oasis of serenity nestled in the heart of the city. The valley falls beneath the ancient Luxembourg fortress, offering a peaceful escape that feels worlds apart from the city hustle and bustle. After all these unforgettable stops, we made our way to our final destination, Paris. Here we focused on cultural exploration. We visited the Louvre and the Museum d'Orsay, where each museum gave us a unique glimpse into the evolution of art across the ages. Admittedly, we were initially skeptical about Paris. We'd heard mixed stories about the city being overrated and its people unwelcoming, but one moment changed everything. While sitting in a small cafe in the heart of Paris, the friendly and outgoing staff lifted our spirit and gave us a completely different perspective. That positive experience set the tone for the rest of the day, and in the end, Paris truly surprised us. As I wrap up this video, I want to leave you with one important thought. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this trip has been life-changing. It opened my eyes to just how much there is to explore in the world. I'm also inviting you to subscribe to this channel because there's so much exciting content coming this year. So stay tuned, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment. Your support means so much to me.